killing performances in the City of Light. Keir Simmons, NBC News, Paris.
Can't wait. That's Nightly News for this Wednesday. Thank you for watching. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
We got a commercial building on fire.
We need more pressure.
Join Ksee 24 and the American Heart Association at the annual Central Valley Heart and Stroke Ball, June 16th at Sunnyside Country Club. Purchase your tickets now for a glamorous evening that helps fight heart disease. I'll see you at the Valley Heart and Stroke Ball, June 16th.
Fresno Lexus proudly supports tonight's first segment of local news that matters. Fresno Lexus. Lexus, the relentless pursuit of perfection. Ksee 24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox. Still got a couple of isolated showers, very isolated showers in the mountain areas, but things are calming down compared to what we had this morning. Notice Porterville, 0.4 of an inch of rain. We had some real heavy showers that moved through briefly earlier today. Where temperatures are now way below average. We're at 73 in Fresno, 73 in Madera, 74 in Hanford. Porterville right now is at 71. Looking at our valley cam, this is at Pickett Solar in Fowler. So the camera's pointed to the west, seeing the sun lowering in the horizon, but there's still plenty of clouds out there. We'll see some better clearing tomorrow and therefore warmer temperatures, not only for Thursday, but for Friday as well. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. Ksee 24 News at 6 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is Ksee 24 News at 6.
That's pretty shocking, you know. Obviously, like, nobody wants that for their family or for themselves, but I mean, just be there for them.
Firing at random. One person is dead, 2 others recovering after a man opens fire in a Reedley neighborhood. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Barugian.
And I'm Alexander Balakian. This is where we begin tonight, where a man suspected of going on a shooting rampage in Reedley and then gets into a deadly gunfight with police. 3 people were shot. 1 person killed, all in the same area. Officers chased the suspect then into an apartment complex where they shot at them.
Our Ben Morris joining us live now from Reedley with more on what happened and what we know now about the suspect. Ben.
We're here on the Riverland apartment complex off Springfield Avenue, the site of this deadly officer-involved shooting just before 10 last night. Investigators saying today they believe the shootings leading up to this point were random, and now the investigation here is in full swing.
We're going to need this unit confirming we do have shots fired at 42, and 42 did return at this time. 07 to all units confirming we have an OIS.
Here's the scene late Tuesday night following 3 Reedley officers exchanging gunfire and killing the suspect they believed was responsible for a series of shootings that left 1 dead and 2 in critical condition. Officers following him from near the scene of the deadly shooting at Morning Glow and Sunset here to this apartment complex.
Police officers converged into the area of the complex. They got out to go and try and contact him. At that time, the suspect fired at the officer.
Tony Bonney with the Fresno County Sheriff's Office tells us 3 Reedley officers fired back. They were uninjured. The suspect pronounced dead in a courtyard or breezeway area of the complex. A handgun was found lying next to him. Now the Sheriff's Office has taken over the investigation.
This is our 4th officer-involved shooting investigation that we at the Sheriff's Office have conducted in the last month.
We talked to the suspect's family at the site of this small memorial by where he was killed. They didn't want to go on camera, but say he was a 20-year-old man just getting out of Corcoran State Prison on Monday. Wednesday would have been his 21st birthday. The Sheriff's Office asked we do not release his name at this time, as they are still waiting to conduct interviews with the officers who fired. They do say he was known to law enforcement and that his crimes were committed as a juvenile. Body says they plan to interview those officers on Monday. And in the meantime, they're asking anyone with information in any of these shootings to please come forward and contact the Fresno County Sheriff's Office. Reporting live in Reedley, Ben Morris, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
Ben, thanks so much. And as investigators still try to piece everything together here, they believe it's highly likely all three are connected. One of the victims now being identified by his family, 52-year-old Alfredo Salcido Cuevas. His family says he had just gotten home from work and was actually eating dinner in his truck when the suspect came up and shot him. A family member found him and then called 911. Two others are still recovering in the hospital. They are said to be in critical condition. That includes a 54-year-old woman.
She's walking home actually from the store. We went to get a soda. She's doing better now. You know, she's got a little shot in the back, but she's gonna pull through. She's gonna be good.
And the owner of a market nearby where the shootings were close by says the suspect came in and tried to use the phone, but they denied him access because the store was getting ready to close for the night.
And also developing tonight, police are looking for a gunman after shots were fired near Madera Elementary School. It happened in the area of South Street and Austin Avenue near Washington Elementary. Officers say the shooting did not involve any of the students. The school was placed on lockdown, which should be lifted shortly. No word yet on any suspects or victims at this time.
A fiery crash just outside of Sanger this morning leaves one driver dead. This happened near Shields and Academy around 10:30. CHP says that the driver of a Ford Ranger ran a stop sign while driving west on Shields and then smashed into the trailer of a semi-truck. The big rig continued driving another couple hundred feet until its trailer overturned and the Ranger then caught on fire. The driver of the Ford Ranger died at the scene and a 54-year-old man driving the semi-truck was not injured.
One teenager dead, another recovering after crashing into an oak tree in Mariposa County. This happened last night about 7:30 near Darrow Road, west of Deer Springs Road. The CHP says 18-year-old Mackenzie Hunter was driving his Ford westbound and drifted to the right at a curve in the road. He crossed the opposing lane of traffic, went off the road, eventually hitting a tree. Officers say Hunter was not wearing a seatbelt. He died there at the scene. A 15-year-old boy passenger in the passenger seat suffered some major injuries and was flown to Valley Children's for treatment.
A war of words and tempers flaring between Governor Newsom and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis after DeSantis confirms his administration sent a pair of charter flights full of migrants to Sacramento. For the first time, we're hearing from Florida's governor as he slams what he calls, quote, sanctuary states. The response comes after Governor Newsom called for charges to be brought against DeSantis after two planes full of 36 migrants were flown to Sacramento in the past week. And now DeSantis says California policies have continued to incentivize people to illegally cross the border.
In Florida, we've gone the opposite way. We're not going to have benefits. We're not going to do that, and basically trying to disincentivize it. Other states have tried to incentivize it, and so I think they should be the ones to pay, to do it.
And everyone that's been part of this, they may have more direct accountability and culpability, should know we mean business and we're not backing away from getting the facts and holding those accountable if they broke the laws of the state of California.
And DeSantis will be attending a fundraising for his presidential campaign in Sacramento later this month.
New at 6, the state of California cracking down on disabled parking fraud. Starting at the end of the month, the process of renewing disabled parking placards will be overhauled. The DMV will no longer automatically send permanent placards through the mail every 2 years. Now holders will have to be issued new placards once every 6 years after they've filled out a form issued by the DMV verifying that they're still alive and in need of a tag. Anyone who got a permanent disabled placard before January of 2019 will be part of the first renewal cycle.
It may cost you a little bit more to attend a California State College very soon. The university system considering raising tuition statewide to offset a major budget gap, including Fresno State. A proposal to shore up the gap of nearly $1.5 million could see an increase in price for undergrads by nearly $300 per student. The CSU system says they still aim to keep education affordable, and the current tuition rate is nearly $5,700 a year, with around 60% of students covering their costs with financial aid. There are also Pell Grants and federal money awarded to students who have dire financial needs.
The city and county of Fresno coming together to fix a road that hasn't been repaved in almost 3 decades.
It's a confusing 2-mile stretch that will impact tens of thousands of drivers every day in northwest Fresno. Rhett Rodriguez with the story.
After 27 years of wear and tear, Faulkner Avenue is finally getting some much-needed TLC. The cracks and potholes that plague Faulkner Avenue in northwest Fresno are about to get a long overdue fix, as the city and county are tag teaming up to patch the 2-mile stretch of Faulkner Avenue between Shaw and Warner.
The county and the city have a way of grading roads, and we call it the PCI, or the Pavement Condition Index. The road behind me, Faulkner, has a score of 18 out of 100. That's what the grade on this road is.
The city and county are splitting the repair costs to the road, but the city's public work crews will be the ones doing the physical labor. The path to repair the road has not been a smooth one. The road crosses city-county boundaries several times, making jurisdiction confusing.
You know, in one place it'll be city and then county, back to city. Sometimes it's divided across the street. Sometimes it's divided down the middle of the street.
Fresno City Council member Mike Carbasi says the project is essential for those who live in the area.
Look, we also have a park that's accessible to the disabled community and a school, and that for me was a major factor, in addition to the fact that out of 100 it's a score of 18. That's pretty darn low.
The project will begin Monday. Construction will start at 6 in the morning and go on till 5 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday, until the job is done. Those who live in the area will be able to get in and out from their homes, but should expect delays. In Fresno, Rhett Rodriguez, KC24, local news that matters.
Still to come here at 6, you could save some money on your next trip to the happiest place on earth.
Some of the savings coming to California residents visiting Disneyland this summer.
I'm playing for some people bigger than me, for sure.
Coming up on the news at 6:30, an NFL player with Valley roots giving back to the community in the name of his late friend.
Here are the headlines for tonight. The Valley thunderstorms, they've ended now, but there will be more potential thunderstorms in the mountains every afternoon for the next few days. Clearing skies for the Valley, though, in the next couple of days means warmer temperatures to finish the week. And your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy will be in the medium range tomorrow, but get a little bit lower into the weekend. Olive, privet, and juniper, the predominant pollens. I'll have your complete forecast as KC24 News continues.
This is KC24 News at 6 with Stephanie Barugian, Alexon Balakian, and the certified most accurate forecast with AMS certified Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox. Your local weather authority, KC24, local news that matters.
Our community has donated 24,000 books, and now we're giving them away to kids for free.
Join Reading Heart and KC24 for the 5th annual Reading Extravaganza Saturday at Storyland.
This family event is full of free games and prizes for the kids, celebrity readers, mascots, and so much more.
Plus, kids services from our presenting partners, Fresno County Superintendent of Schools and Calviva Health.
Education matters. Saturday at Reading Extravaganza.
If you're looking for new furniture, consider American-made designs from Fresno's Fashion Furniture. Beautiful, handcrafted Amish dining room from Trailways. An Amish bedroom by Premier. Artisan Post and Benchmade by Bassett. Jonathan Lewis, Flex Steel, England, Michael Nicholas, Southern Motion, and so many others. In fact, it's likely the largest and most impressive selection of American-made furniture you've ever seen. All from my friends at Fashion. There's nothing like it in all of California.
Accelerated urgent care, feel better faster from anywhere. A doctor visit while you're on the go. Telemedicine from your phone. Accelerated urgent care. Accelerated urgent care, feel better faster from anywhere. A doctor visit while you're on the go. Telemedicine from your phone. Accelerated urgent care.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Today's carpets are softer, thicker, and more stain resistant. At half the cost of hard surface flooring, carpet is the perfect way to make your home more stylish and comfortable.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
The latest conditions live. The KC24 Valley Cam Network. Now, AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
Well, our temperatures today significantly lower than normal because of the cloud cover, and we had some showers in the South Valley. We didn't get any in Fresno, but 74 was our high. Morning low was 63. That number was actually slightly above average, again, because of all the cloud cover. Looking at our live radar, we still see a little activity over the mountain areas, but things are starting to clear up for us on the valley floor. We're still seeing plenty of clouds, but really all the rain activity is going to be restricted to the mountain areas. We did have a lot of rain earlier this morning and a couple of thunderstorms that passed by Tulare County. Look at what fell in the Porterville rain gauge, 4/10 of an inch of rain just from this morning. 71 is their current temperature, 77 now in Lemoore, 73 in Madera, same in Fresno, 74 in Hanford, 72 in Visalia. And looking at our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mountain Casino, this is a view from Meadow Lakes out across the valley, and the cloud cover is blocking our view. Normally we'd be able to see the city of Fresno off into the distance, but right now there's plenty of clouds in the mountain areas and some moving across the valley. Here is a view of our, this actually comes to us, the air quality index, current air quality index from the EPA. This is live information that comes across, and if you notice, we got good air quality in the west. We've been very fortunate in that way, but in the northeast right now, because of all the smoke, it's unhealthy, even hazardous in some spots. And according to our smoke model, New York's still going to get hit pretty hard. All of Pennsylvania in the next 36 hours, moving over into Ohio, maybe starting to drift towards West Virginia as well. Again, this is the next 36 hours. You can see the wildfires are producing the smoke in Canada, and the way the wind is flowing is just taking it into the northeastern parts of the United States. We experienced that a couple of summers ago, and keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully we won't have that again this year. The low leaving us is giving us the showers out of the area, but according to Futurecast, watch the mountains for the potential for some isolated showers or even thunderstorms, but on the valley floor, hit and miss clouds and a little more sunshine is going to allow our temperatures to come up. Overnight low of 58 in Pixley, same in Porterville, 60 in Hanford, Visalia, 5 points, 59 in San Joaquin and Madera, Oakhurst 53, 59 in Chowchilla and Merced, Los Banos 57 degrees. High tomorrow, Dos Palos 85, same in Chowchilla, Mariposa 77, Oakhurst and Aubrey 74, Selma 84, Dunlap 75, 86 in Lemoore, Corcoran 84, same in Tulare, Delano expect a 81 for tomorrow. Your solar forecast brought to you by Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating. Really high numbers with clearing skies for Thursday and Friday, but clouds are coming back on Saturday. The number dips. 62 will be our overnight low tonight. That's, again, pretty close to normal, but the cloud cover will still be there. We'll have some clearing for tomorrow. I'm calling it partly cloudy and looking for a high of 84. Now, that's a significant jump from today, a 10-degree jump. You'll notice that rise in temperature. 88 expected on Friday. Skies are going to stay partly cloudy. Then the increase in clouds on Saturday. Drop our temperatures back down into the lower 80s. Possible showers on Sunday, then just clouds for Monday, but still cool when the skies clear again next week. By the middle of the week, we're back into the lower 90s, and it's been a little while. Your regional forecasts are available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com, so please go check it out there. So it is going to be mild, I think, for us for a little while, but another chance of showers coming our way, it looks like this weekend. Light stuff.
Yeah.
Love all the 80s.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
I do. That's great summer weather. All right, coming up next in sports, Josh Allen on the cover of Madden.
Andrew Martin joining us now with that story. Andrew.
It's a pretty big deal, guys. A lot of people are excited, including him. He played the game when he was growing up in Firebaugh. We'll hear from Josh Allen next in Sports Central.
A floating in outer space?
Yes, next July.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I can't change these plans.
We're stealing the sun next summer. Heist of a lifetime.
The Olympics.
Come on, you in?
Roman Reigns will defend his title against anyone, anytime. Except next July.
3, 2, 1. Coming to Fresno, I see the beauty of the Central Valley. On KC Sunrise, I see the opportunity to tell local stories that matter. about people who make a difference every day and events that impact our community. I see what matters, and I invite you to start your day with Ksee Sunrise.
It's crunch time at A&W. Try the double barbecue bacon crunch burger, made with a tangy sauce, smoky bacon, and crispy fried onions, paired with one of our sides and an ice-cold mug of A&W root beer. This is a combo you don't want to miss. Or try our lemonade shake, creamy vanilla soft serve blended with lemonade and topped with whipped cream and a cherry. A&W in Visalia, Tulare, and Exeter. Prices may vary, tax extra.
Better health is right around the corner. Kauai Health Medical Clinic on Ben Maddox in Visalia offers primary and walk-in care, workers' comp, and more. Call 559-624-4800 or visit kauaihealth.org/clinics.
KC 24 News is brought to you in part by Kauai Health. Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
It's really good to be Josh Allen these days. He's dating a famous actress, Haley Steinfeld. Recently, he took batting practice before a Toronto Blue Jays game where he hit several home runs. He made an appearance at the PGA Championship a couple of weeks ago, and now he's on the cover of a very popular video game, Madden NFL 24. Josh Allen tweeting today that it was a childhood dream come true. He said that while growing up in Firebaugh, he and his brother would play Madden every night, and that video game is what helped him fall in love with football. He's the first ever Buffalo Bills player to be on the cover.
Yeah, Madden, it's so iconic. It really is football culture, and I love the opportunity to do this. And getting to the league has been the only thing that's ever really crossed my mind. But I know Buffalo and Bills Mafia is going to be pretty pumped up about it, and I know my teammates are going to be pumped up about it. So
the first version of Madden came out in 2000. Since then, there have been 23 different athletes on the cover. Twice in both 2010 and in 2022, there were multiple players on the cover. Josh Allen is the 10th quarterback to be chosen for the cover. By the way, Madden NFL 24 will be available on August 18th. That's not the only football news today. The Seattle Seahawks announced that Kate Scott is joining their preseason broadcast team. Scott will be the play-by-play announcer for the Seahawks' 3 preseason games this fall. She's the voice of the NBA's Philadelphia 76ers. She's also from the Valley, a graduate of Clovis High School. Bryson DeChambeau is a graduate of Clovis East. He's a golfer, of course, currently a LIV golfer. Though, as of yesterday, we know LIV and the PGA Tour will not be separate entities for much longer. Recently, DeChambeau reconnected with Mike Shy, his former instructor at Dragonfly in Madeira. Shy told us today he thinks we haven't seen the best yet from Bryson DeChambeau.
That was my biggest worry is when he went to LIV, is the drive and all the other, because obviously all this money, all of the whole different change and schedule and so on. Whereas I think that's kind of flipped a little bit again to where he really wants to be, as good as he could possibly be.
And finally, in case you missed it yesterday, Ethan Salas hit his first professional home run last night at Chuck Chansey Park. Salas plays for the Lake Elsinore Storm, in town this week to face the Fresno Grizzlies. Ethan Salas is the #1 international prospect according to MLB Pipeline. He just turned 17 years old last week. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
KC 24 is your local weather authority, always the most accurate. And now the Chuck Chansey Getaway Forecast gives exclusive regional information for your weekend. AJ Rubin and the Chuck Chansey Getaway Forecast is all you need, and it's all on KC 24, your local weather authority.
A garden hose is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
Loud garage doors sound like bump, 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 bump. Usually customers don't know that their garage doors are loud until we get there and we fix it, and then they're like, wow, this is so much quieter than it used to be. Precision is here to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
When I think of loyalty, I think of Ginger. Ginger is an OG, not what you think. It means original gamer.
OG since '87.
She's been at Table Mountain from the very beginning. She has a history of big wins. I know. I've seen it. Machine after machine. Cha-ching! Shocker! Look who won again. Lucky day, Ginger. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
No matter what's happening outside with the Lennox Ultimate Comfort System, it's always perfect inside. Not just perfect air, perfectly tuned to your home air. And operates whisper quiet.
The Lennox Ultimate Comfort System. Perfect air, fully realized. Don't you wish everything was perfect? Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Donald P. Dick Air Conditioning today.
This is not the first all-electric car. That's because no BMW sees the road until it's reached the ultimate standard, our own. A standard that demands every BMW feels exactly like a BMW should. Unparalleled performance and precision handling made possible by electric engineering. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine? Hurry in to lease the 2023 BMW iX xDrive 50 for $919 per month.
Dad?
I was the lead singer.
Packing tape is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by Central Floor Supply.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. Let's go! Get the most out of your summer. Capture your next memory in a sleek, reliable Toyota and max out your appetite for adventure. Get low 3.99% APR financing on the stylish, fuel-efficient Camry or lease a Camry for as low as $379 a month.
Grab the keys, let's go.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is Ksee 24 News at 6.
Before it gets too hot, you might be thinking this is perfect weather for a trip to Disneyland.
Isn't that any day really the happiest place on earth? For Californians, it's going to get a little happier with a summer discount. Tickets start as low as, are you ready for this? $83 per person per day for up to 3 days between June 12th and September 28th. The 3-day one park per day tickets start at $249 for admission Monday through Thursday, or $299 for admission any day, and that includes weekends. So pretty good deal there.
That's a very good deal.
Yeah.
We do have much more coming up on Ksee 24 News at 6:30.
Including a decade of saving lives, the South Valley Hospital celebrating 10 years of a key structure that allows critical patients to get the help they need.
And a crowded race for the White House, the latest candidates to enter the fight to win the Republican nomination for president in 2024.
Fall allergy season has started with grass and weed pollen and high mold levels. Boz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic flu symptoms. Get proper diagnosis and treatment. Stay safe and stay healthy. Contact Boz Allergy today and breathe easier.
Stop right there. This week, the Denny's Super Slam is only $9.99. Hungry for all your breakfast favorites? When you want America's biggest breakfast for only $9.99 at Denny's,
it's diner time.
Now open really late.
We all need something different from our home. And sometimes that's just more house. That's why Golden One helps you get more.
You're approved.
From lower rates to expert advice from people who can guide you through the process. So whether it's more space to share a meal or somewhere to entertain new friends, we'll get you into your perfect home. As a not-for-profit credit union, we make sure you get more so you can be more.
Tonight on America's fastest growing cable news network, Banfield talks to the man behind the X-Files on the new UFO revelations. Could there be more encounters that we know nothing about? Then on Sunday night, he's a decorated U.S. veteran and a former high-ranking intelligence officer at the Pentagon. And now he's blowing the whistle on something extraordinary. What is the truth about UFOs? He talks to News Nation, Sunday at 9/8 Central. To find News Nation, go to joinnn.com.
Home office. It started a few years ago at the kitchen table. Then many of us turned our third bedrooms into functional workspace with every kind of technology imaginable. The home office selection at Fresno's Fashion Furniture, including the most beautiful desks, chairs, file cabinets, and accessories available. Check out the home office selection at Fresno's Fashion Furniture. There's nothing like it in all of California.
If you've been seriously injured in a car accident, the insurance company may try to trick you into taking a lowball offer. Don't fall for it. At Jacoby & Myers, we've been helping California accident victims for over 50 years. We've gotten clients 10, 20, even 100 times more than the insurance company's original offer. That's the difference experience makes. If you've been injured, don't miss out on the money you deserve. Choose Jacoby & Myers. Justice for you since 1972.
Hi, Bruce here for Jackson Jewelers, where we buy your old gold. Professionally designed custom pieces, especially for you, or help you find the perfect bridal ring. Stop by and see us in Old Town Clovis. Jackson Jewelers, where we treat you like family.
Hi, Fresno community. The safety of our children is our top priority, and we need your help to ensure they get to and from school safely. Please use extreme caution and be prepared to stop at crosswalks if someone is crossing. Make sure to look both ways and keep a lookout for bicyclists and children. Don't drive through the crosswalk until it's cleared. Remember, the safety of our children starts with you.
Let's be street smart.
Fall allergy season has started with grass and weed pollen and high mold levels. Spa's Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies.